How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and in today's video, I'll be showing you my full 2024 Lemax Spooky Town Collection. We have 6 brand new for this season buildings here, which will be fully displayed, and I'll be giving you an in-depth look at all of them. We have a lot to open up and set up, so let's do it.
Starting with my smallest building, we have the Tavern. It's just a single bulblet building. Next is the Broken Bell Telephone Company. This is a dynamically lit piece, meaning there's multiple lights. After that, we have the Fright Night Cinema, yet another dynamically lit piece, and a Michaels exclusive. Here is the amazing Pumpkin Patch, our first animated piece. Then we have the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop, yet another animated piece and a Michaels exclusive as well. And finally, we have the big boy, the Phantom Castle roller coaster, once again animated. Now we got all of them out, let's organize them and set them up nicely.
Alright, now that we got them all set up, let's plug them in and I'll show you them all in great detail.
So here they all are, and I have to say, I'm loving each one. And now I'm going to take you through each one by one, to show you all their details and what they do. So let's get started with the amazing Pumpkin Patch. And the amazing Pumpkin Patch is a great one. I think if you're into the farm stuff, this one is a must-have for you. And me being the Pixelated Pumpkin and a fan of all things jack-o'-lanterns, this one is definitely for me. I really love all the little details here. They got really creative with the animation this year because we actually have little jump scares that the piece does, which is something they have never done before, so I think that's really, really unique. I also absolutely love the glowing eyes and the corn stalks there. That is just so cool. And the lighting on this piece in general is really awesome. You gotta love the big pumpkin guy holding on to the side of the barn there, and the little scarecrows littered throughout are really cool as well. For the corn maze itself, well, it's more of a hay maze, to be honest with you, with the bales of hay making up the walls instead of corn stalks, but I still think it's cool, and I like how you have little people wandering around inside of there. So overall, I think this is a great little farm piece and very pumpkin themed. Is it their best farm piece? I would unfortunately have to say no, but I still think it's really good regardless. So with my general thoughts out of the way, let's take a listen to its audio.
Step into the amazing Pumpkin Patch, the 9th wonder of, well, someplace. Hey there! No, really, there's hay there. Watch out!
Can you see what's out there? Just a bunch of people wandering around. Look what that one's wearing. That's so last season.
Such curious little pumpkins.
I'm looking for Jack. Have you seen him come back? I haven't seen Jack in 500 years. Keep looking. I'm sure he'll come back.
Congratulations. You've solved the maze. Now for your prize.
Our next building is the Terror Tavern, the smallest of the bunch, and like I said, the only single bulblet building, meaning there's only one light on the inside, which is perfectly okay. I know Lemax needs to have a few of these a year, though I would prefer just dynamic lighting on every building. I do understand why they do this. They do definitely want a few cheaper alternatives to the more expensive buildings, and just having a single bulb inside this piece does help keep its price low. But overall, I think the Terror Tavern is a great restaurant building. We see at least one of these every year, and I'm always a big fan of the restaurant buildings, this one being no exception. I really like the little details on it, like the skeleton and ghost hanging out the top windows drinking, and also the interior scenes here are really cool as well, with a Frankenstein-looking guy as well as a Dracula, who I'm assuming is drinking a Bloody Mary. Overall, I have to say, for as far as restaurants and bulblet buildings go, this one is one of the best. I think the color scheme here is very unique, and all around a great little building if you're looking for something cheap this year, and you don't want to break the bank on a bigger piece. Our next piece is the Broken Bell Telephone Company. Now this is our first dynamically lit piece, meaning we got a whole bunch of lighting on it, which is really nice. Anyways, I think the Broken Bell is a really, really unique one, considering it's a telephone company once again, which is honestly a very, very unique and strange choice of business to have, but I'm definitely not knocking it for that or anything. I think they did a very good job getting really creative with the theming here and utilizing what the telephone business has to offer in the piece, I guess. There's a whole bunch of cute little details revolving around rotary phones and other types of phones and phone puns, basically a whole lot of phone stuff going on besides cell phones, which I definitely think is for the best. While being a telephone themed piece, it's also a ghost themed piece, and I think they do a good job utilizing the ghosts here. Like, you have the one fixing the phone pole outside, and there's also the one in the phone booth on the roof. When I first saw this piece, I was wondering why the phone booth was on the roof, but then it made sense. This place is for ghosts, so they could just fly up to it, which I think is pretty creative. I also love the interior scene here with the operator basically dead. It's kind of funny in this day and age because that's a job that no longer exists. I also like the tombstones in front with the phone puns, really cool there. And I think the coloring on this one is great as well. The orange, green, and purple goes really nicely together, especially accentuated by the purple lighting on this one. I think it's really cool. I really love the Lemax pieces with the purple lighting, and I wish we saw more of it because I feel like that's the nicest color lighting they do. Overall, I think the Broken Bell is a great dynamically lit piece and an extremely, extremely unique one as well. Our next building is the Fright Night Cinema, yet another dynamically lit piece and also a Michaels exclusive. I believe there's been one other Lemax Spooky Town movie theater before the Fright Night Cinema, and I've always liked that one, and I've always wanted to get my hand on a movie theater as I'm a huge cinema fan myself, and when I saw that they had the Fright Night Cinema this year, this one was a must-have for me. If you're a fan of horror movies or just movies in general, this is definitely the piece for you. There is so much detail packed into this one, from all the movie posters on it to the characters going into the theater to the amazing signage on this one. There is just something to look at on every single part of this. I think they did a spectacular job designing this one here. The exterior is great, especially in the lighting department with the signs. I think it looks fantastic. But I also love the interior. Now, it doesn't make much sense to have a giant window in a movie theater because obviously you want it to be as dark as possible, but I think for the sake of this piece, it looks sick. I love being able to look inside and you could see the actual movie going on in there, all the different monsters that are actually attending the movie in the seats, and of course you have those two ghosts popping right out of the screen in a 3D effect almost. Really cool and really creative stuff there. Overall, the Fright Night Cinema is a love letter to cheesy monster movies from the 50s, and I have to say, I just absolutely love the vibe here. I think everything about this one is truly fantastic, and it is definitely one of my favorite Lemax pieces that I own. Now here we have my absolute favorite piece of the year, and possibly one of my new favorite pieces of all time, being the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop. This is an animated piece and is a Michaels exclusive. Now, for the reasons why I love this one so much, I don't feel like I really have to explain. I mean, just take a look at that awesome Pepper's ghost effect going on. How creative is that? Working that into a piece at this scale is just so genius and just so cool looking as well. I absolutely love that. I also love the other illusions on this one, such as the inverted face and the water chamber. The animation on this one is also pretty good, with the rabbit popping out of the hat, the doves flying around above, and of course you cannot forget those swirling voids hypnotizing you to come in and buy something. This has to be one of the most unique pieces they've released in a good while, I feel. A magic shop is just such a cool idea for a store to have in the Lemax Spooky Town world, and I think they did a perfect job fitting it in with the Halloween vibe here. There's so much little details covering this one that I won't be talking about all in this video, but I do have a dedicated unboxing and review for this piece on my channel already, so be sure to check that out after you're done with this video here. Also, the lighting is just immaculate on this one. Everything is pretty much lit up here, so you don't have to worry about not being able to see anything in the dark. No, you could see it all, which is just so awesome. I really cannot sing this one's praises enough. It is truly one of the best Lemax pieces ever made, in my opinion, and definitely one I am super, super happy to own. Overall, the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop is perfect in my opinion. So now let's take a listen to its audio.
Look into the swirling void. Be transported and feel overjoyed. Come on in and give it a try. If You can hold your breath. You might not die.
Conjurer, illusionist, charlatan or cheat. The cards never lie, there is no deceit. Though eyes are glaring, looking from atop, be welcome in the smoke and mirror magic shop.
Are you sure this is safe?
Please, madam, not to worry. I've done this 1,000,000 times.
Okay.
Principio tibi ut levitate.
No, put me down! Put me down!
Your soul is mine.
Venture into the library, but beware of what it might host. Some say it's still haunted by the great Blue's ghost.
Here is our last building, the Phantom Castle roller coaster, and this one is just epic. Of course, this is an animated item, and as for the animation, it is pretty awesome as well. We of course have the roller coaster carts racing down the hill there. That is just so awesome. And you also have two areas where the roller coaster carts are just going in circles, just to add a little bit more movement, and we can't forget about the bats spinning around at the top. I think the design of this one is phenomenal. I love the castle bits themselves. It's really cool. The roller coaster parts are cool as well. It's obviously a wooden roller coaster, and it looks pretty accurate. And of course, we can't forget about the giant Reaper looming over the ride. How awesome does he look? I love the red cloak here. I think the lighting on this one is also great. I love the purple lights that shine. I love the purple light shining inside of the castle, and as well as the little rock that the roller coaster carts drive down into. It helps shine some light on the Reaper's face, which is nice. Overall, I just absolutely love everything about this one. It is so cool in my opinion. If you're a fan of amusement parks or roller coasters in general, this is an absolute must-have. It is the absolute best ride piece we've seen from Lemax ever, at least in my opinion. And I think if you want a big, impressive piece for your Spooky Town this year, there's nothing better than the Phantom Castle for sure. It sticks out like a sore thumb in the best way possible, and it's definitely my second favorite piece from this year, and definitely comes in my top 10 favorite pieces of all time. Overall, the Phantom Castle roller coaster is just incredible, and let's take a listen to its audio now.
Need a good scare? Looking for a thrill? Look no further. Here you surely will. Come on up, save yourself the hassle, and dares ride on the Phantom Castle.
Dad? Is that real blood?
Oh no! What have we gotten ourselves into? I could have sworn I saw that Reaper move.
Oh, honey. This ride was scary enough as it is.
I will take your soul. Run!
Well everyone, I really hope you all enjoyed taking a look at each of my brand new for 2024 Lemax Spooky Town buildings. I currently have about 11 Lemax buildings in total, but in this video I just highlighted all the new ones for 2024. I really hope that if you guys were on the fence about getting some of these pieces, this video helped you come to a decision whether you want to buy them or not. And be sure to let me know which of these buildings you have, which of these buildings you like, and which of these buildings you want in the comments below. I would love to hear it, and I'll try to respond to all of you. Be sure to like and subscribe as well, and if you made it to this point, I really appreciate you. Anyways, everybody, take one last look at my collection, and with that, remember, nobody outpixelates the pumpkin.